Okay, hello everyone. I am super excited to be here with you today. So my name is Rebecca Liggins, and I am a product designer here in Vancouver, or a user experience designer, as we've already heard of. And yes, I'm from the UK, so I'm very used to the rain here already. It's kind of comforting. And I've come to talk to you today about the tech industry, and particularly my journey of how I got here. So first, let's talk about tech. So what is tech, and what do we mean when we talk about the tech industry? There's a lot of misconceptions or a lot of different opinions that people have. If you Google tech industry, you will be faced with images of computers and code. But is that really what we think tech is? I don't think so. So I firstly want to show you some ideas of what people think of, or particularly my family, what they think of when I say I'm in the tech industry. So my sister's the same age, she works in recruitment, and she thinks that I work in cool offices, we have cool art on the walls, we have beer on tap, we have games rooms, and we don't actually get any work done. My mum, so she works for the police. She works with numbers and data a lot, but when I talk to her about the tech industry, she thinks I pretty much sit on a computer, jamming away at keys and scrolling through social media. And my gran, so the very few times that I talk to my gran about the tech industry, she doesn't really get it. It kind of goes over her head. She thinks the tech industry is this futuristic world that she will never be a part of, where we have flying cars and robots, which we all know isn't so futuristic anymore. And the truth is, they all do, it is all technology, but none of them really grasp what it is that I do. So I solve problems. I am a professional problem solver. That's what I do. So I work with people to understand how people work. I'm really interested in how people make decisions and how people behave. And I work with a great team of people to understand how that affects our product and how I can solve or make those frustrations better for those people. And I'm really curious about how people work. OK, so we're going to go on to a polling app. So if you want to get your phones out again, I now want to know a little bit more about you. So answer this question. What kind of person are you? It's a little bit lighthearted. There's obviously going to be a few of these answers that relate, but whatever you feel most relates to you. OK. Got a lot of creatives in the room. This is good. OK, great. So we have some big thinkers as well. Always need those. OK, brilliant. So we have a lot of creatives, which is great. I am a creative. So I'm going to introduce you to some more people. You know a bit more about me. I know a bit more about you. But I want to introduce you to my team. So I work with a team of people in our product team. So you know me. I'm the product designer. I'm creative. I'm a problem solver. And I'm a communicator. I communicate with the rest of the team. So I work with the product manager. So it's the product manager's job to prioritize what gets worked on. They are often very organized. They are big thinkers. They always have the bigger picture in mind. And they're very good decision makers. At the end of the day, they're the ones making those big decisions. I also work with front-end developers. So the front-end developer, I will work with them they will build the design that I create. So when you're on a website, you're on an app, it's a front-end developer that is building everything that you see, everything that you interact with. So they're organized, they love to learn, and they're obviously a perfectionist. What about back-end developers? So back-end developers build everything you don't see. So everything in the back of an app or a website that makes it work. So back-end developers often are very logical. they're very efficient, and again, they love to learn new technologies. And data scientists. So we work with data scientists to collect all that data from our customers and make it into something that we can get meaning from and understand what it is we're looking at. So they are fact-driven. They love numbers, and they often see patterns in things. And product marketing. So product marketing are the ones who are then going to release this app that we've designed to our audience. So they have great empathy. They understand how to actually communicate with people. They're often multitaskers. So they are often dealing with lots of different things at one time. And they are great communicators. So hopefully that gives you an idea of, just in my small team that I work with, the different ranges of characters and roles that we work with. So where is this team? I work with this team at a company called Clio. Clio are a cloud-based legal tech software company. And our mission is to change the practice of law for good. And what that means is we work really closely with lawyers, who are our customers, to understand how they practice law and understand their sector. What is law doing at the moment? What are the frustrations? What are the pain points for them? And we help solve those problems. So we do that through creating software that they can use to run their practice. But we also work really closely with them to enact a bigger social change in the legal industry. So how did I get here? I'm from the UK, and how did I get to be stood here in front of you today? I want to show you my journey. So when I was your age, when I was at school, I considered myself the artist. I was a visual communicator, and I just loved to play. I loved to create things. This was my way of expressing myself. And this led me into photography. Again, it was a way for me to visually communicate. I could take photos, capture the world, and then share that with my friends and family. And then I trained as a graphic designer. This initially was about me using my photography skills to be more commercial. But this was the first time where I really got to start solving problems. I was working with customers. I was understanding what it is they were trying to say to their customers. And then I used my visual skills to help them do that. Now, when I was a graphic designer, this was mostly through print. We did a lot of posters, brochures, banners, and that was great. But as the world evolved, so does the way that we communicate. So the world went digital, and we had all these new platforms that we could start using. I started to design for websites, for emails, for social media. But with this came new problems. We now had the option to talk to the rest of the world. Our audience was massive. And this got me really thinking about the people who we were talking to. If I'm talking to everyone in the world, how am I going to be able to communicate? What are the differences that I need to think about? And that's what brought me to user experience, which is where I am now. So why Vancouver? Why did I choose to be here in this amazing city? Well, obviously, these guys. I love the outdoors. I love to travel. I love snowboarding and hiking. And so Vancouver is a brilliant place for that, as I'm sure you all know. But as well, the tech scene. The tech scene in Vancouver is incredible. Even when I was looking about a year or two ago, there was some incredible stuff happening in Vancouver. And this is just some of the things that I want to show you. We've already heard this a few times today, but it's really compelling to understand that the whole of BC tech industry employs more than gas, oil, mining, and forestry combined, which is huge, and it is constantly growing. We have some incredible brands that we've already seen, like Amazon, Facebook we know are coming into Vancouver, Microsoft. And these guys are all doing really innovative stuff. And they've chosen to have offices here in Vancouver because of what we have to offer. We're also on the same time zone as Silicon Valley, which means there's even more opportunity to communicate with those big brands if that's what you're looking for. But Vancouver also has a whole array of small, really creative, really innovative companies and startups that are happening. It's a great place if you have an idea. You all might leave here today with an idea of something. You might meet someone here and you have an idea to change the world. Well, Vancouver is going to be the best place to do that. They're incredibly supportive. There's plenty of resources here for you to be able to follow your dreams. Okay, and also as we've heard today, this is the point that really, I think, needs to drive home to everyone. So tech impacts every industry. The tech industry, we've heard a lot about that, but technology is part of this whole world. We're seeing it in every sector. In Vancouver alone, we know we have a booming film scene. We're creating some of the most popular video games in the world, and we're really pushing the natural resource and energy sectors. And we're doing that through tech. And diversity. Now, you might not all know this, but Vancouver is an incredibly diverse place. I didn't realize this. I thought England was pretty diverse, but no. Vancouver really has a lot to offer. And this is really, really important if you're going to go into tech. Because every single person, every single one in this room has their own experiences. They have their own background. They have their own opinions. And that is really, really important. Technology needs that. When we're designing and we're creating and we're building products and experiences, we need to make sure that we're talking to everyone, that we're giving everyone the same opportunity to experience what we experience. So I flew all the way from the other side of the world to be a part of this, but this is on your doorstep. This is your today, and this is your reality. Now, you've heard my story. You've seen my journey through tech. But today is really about you. Today is about you finding your journey, starting your stories, and really exploring what technology can offer you. So let me just leave you with this. I talked at the beginning about what technology isn't. It's not about computers. It's not just about software. To me, technology is about communication. It's about learning. It's about growing. It's about connecting. Technology is about people. It's always people behind technology. Behind every new innovation was someone's idea, someone's dream that they made happen. My generation and the generation before me, we've been building our dreams. This reality that you live in, these are our dreams that we were building. But it's going to be your dreams and your visions that you have today that are going to build tomorrow's world. So go out there and have an amazing day, ask lots of questions, and be curious. Anna, thank you very much.